Give me just 8 minutes and I'm gonna save you from over 3 years of dropshipping mistakes that I've personally made and paid for. Because trust me, you don't wanna learn these the hard way. The late nights, the wasted ad spend, the hundreds of wasted ad spend, the suppliers that ghost you mid-order. I've been there, I've done that, and I've even cried into my coffee. So you don't have to. All right, here's the deal. I'm gonna walk you through the biggest mistakes that new dropshippers make, why they destroy your business before it even starts, and exactly what to do instead, using the same strategies and tools I wish I had from day one. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first mistake is thinking that you can sell anything and still make money. That's how I wasted over $1,200 just importing random kitchen gadgets from AliExpress. Because some guru said they were hot. Turns out they were hot. Garbage. Customers, they didn't want them. My ads completely flopped. And my store, it looked like a clearance bin, dude. Like, seriously. Now, the fix is that I just needed to do better product research. I needed a better product research system. You know, one that looks at real data, real sales volume, real competition, and actual profitable margins. Not just TikTok hype. So with AutoDS, you can actually search over millions of different products. You can check out their sales performance. You can see what's actually moving right now with something like the handpicked product section. There's no more guessing. If you start with a product that people are already buying, you're not fighting an uphill battle from day one. Now, if you're sending products from China with 30-day delivery times in 2025, you're not just losing customers, you're losing business. So in my first year, I had over 50% of customers just completely filing disputes because orders took forever. And that's how you get banned from places like PayPal to even accept money in the first place, Stripe, eBay, Etsy, really anywhere or any marketplace. Now, the fix for this, source your products from suppliers that have fast, reliable shipping. Ideally, you want to ship or you want to source from local warehouses. Now, there's tons of different suppliers that you can choose from. So if you go to AliExpress, if you go to DHgate, if you go to Alibaba, or if you're using AutoDS, you have the option to choose from where your suppliers ship from. So always look for US shipping. Always look for products that can get to your customers within 2 weeks. Now, if possible, use Amazon as one of your suppliers. That way you can get prime level shipping. Look, at the end of the day, your customers, they're not buying from Amazon, but they're still, for the most part, going to be expecting at least some sort of Amazon level service. And that includes the shipping. Even though they understand that not everybody has the resources to do 2-day shipping, 2 weeks, it's very reasonable. Anything more than that, that's gonna hurt you. All right, besides that though, another thing is that I used to manually copy product descriptions. I used to check inventory manually. I used to update my prices manually. I used to fulfill my orders one by one. It took hours upon hours, and I messed up a few times. Wrong variations, sold out products, missed updates. The fix for this? Automate it. Like, if you can just automate this one simple part of your business, it's going to streamline almost your entire business at this point. Because if you can start implementing automation into your business, then this is the part that's really going to make you be a bit more hands off and really let you focus your time on what really matters. Product research, customer service, and your marketing. Now, take AutoDS for example. AutoDS will handle your price and your stock monitoring. It also includes one-click product imports and automated order fulfillment. So the moment that someone buys something, the supplier gets the order without you touching a thing, without you having to send to your supplier. This isn't just about saving time, really. It's about eliminating human error, which, trust me, it happens, no matter how careful we are. Now, another thing is that I thought branding was for big businesses, but nope. It's actually for profitable businesses. If your store looks like a random product dump, then no one is going to trust you enough to buy. So instead, make your store feel like a brand. Use consistent colors. Optimize your product descriptions with AI, either with ChatGPT or directly within the AutoDS system. Add your own high quality images. Just like with your descriptions, you can use AI to optimize or personalize or make your product images one of a kind. Using AI is going to take any image or any description that your supplier writes from really just a really poorly written and very generic description to something that is a persuasive copy that actually sells. Remember that people aren't just buying products, they're buying trust. So another thing that's really important to touch up on is that Spending hundreds upon hundreds on Facebook or TikTok ads before testing your product is like gambling without knowing the rules. I once spent, no lie, over $500 in a week with 0 sales. That was so painful. So what I started doing was starting with organic traffic. Testing out with organic traffic led me to test out small ads. Then I used AutoDS analytics to see what was already selling before I invested in my ads. So when you do run ad tests, you need to run multiple creatives with smaller budgets, then scale only the winners. Now, call me old-fashioned, but back in the day, email support used to take a couple of days, right? It wouldn't take 1 to 2 days. Now it does. But before, I myself actually also used to take 3 to 4 days to respond to emails. I really had no clear return policy. I would just tell people, no, I'm not accepting returns. And my reviews on the different platforms started to tank. So this was actually one of the easiest fixes, honestly. I just started responding within 24 hours. I have clear policies now. You can generate these either directly through Shopify or with ChatGPT. And always keep your customers updated. Now, if you're using an automation software like AutoDS, AutoDS is automatically going to send the tracking information to your customers. So they always know where their product or where their order is without you having to manually email it to them. Now, this is just one nice extra feature that AutoDS implies into your business to really just streamline everything for you. But of course, at the end of the day, you can always do these things manually. Just the point is to keep your customers up to date and keep them happy, because a happy customer is a returning customer and also a customer that refers more customers. Now, let me tell you that I actually quit dropshipping a couple of times. And then prior to actually finding success, I almost quit another 2 times in like the first 2 or 3 years because I thought that dropshipping was completely dead. And the truth is that the people who win are the ones who adapt. Every failure is a type of feedback. Combine that mindset with the right tools, and you'll not just survive, you'll be able to scale. Now, speaking about scaling, this next one it's kind of sneaky. It's something that's kind of tricky that most people don't pay attention to, and that's not knowing your numbers. So when I first started, another thing is that I thought I was always making money. I made a sale, I made money. But after costs, after ads, after refunds, I was actually losing like $300 in total every single month. So instead, I started tracking everything. Now, through AutoDS, you have a profit calculator, so you can see your real profit margins in real time. Now, if it's not profitable, tweak it or drop it. Running a business without tracking your numbers, without tracking your sales, your analytics, it's like driving at night with your headlights off. You won't know you're headed for a crash until it's too late. Now, again, of course, you can always do these things manually. I'm just pushing AutoDS in this because it really streamlines everything. But at the end of the day, these are things that you can in fact implement, or these are strategies and tips and tricks that you can implement without the need for AutoDS. But of course, AutoDS is always going to make things a lot more streamlined and a lot easier for you, and a lot easier for you to scale. So there you go. 8 mistakes that took me over 3 years to figure out, and 8 minutes for you to avoid. The difference between struggling for years and making sales in weeks comes down to this: right product, fast shipping, automation, branding, smart ads, great service, consistency, and tracking your numbers. AutoDS can help you do all of that in one place. If you're serious about making dropshipping work in 2025 and even 2026, the links are below. So start now and make your future self proud. Huge thank you to everyone for watching, especially for me all the way to the end. My name is Mario with AutoDS. I hope that my experience helped you out in one way, shape, or form. If it did, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and with that, I'll catch y'all next time.